We're burning through these. I can't believe we're so good.
I know.
Okay. This is a good set. How long does it take for someone to catch feels that Calvin Harris and Katy Perry song feels slipped into my mind? Okay, let's start with that.
Catch feels. Oh, this is not a good question for me because
You easily catch feelings?
Yeah.
Or the opposite. It takes me years.
That kind of contradicted what I said about being
Yeah.
attracted.
The long con,
the
right?
long con. Hey, that maybe no, it does not contradict it because like in the
You're
beginning,
arguing with yourself,
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah, because like it's actually a different context because like catching feels is there's this one moment there that you just know that you're smitten.
Yeah. It's always a moment.
Yeah, it's not contradicting because it's like it's not contradicting in the sense that that's why I don't really fall for the dating strangers and then like fall for them. I fall for the long con friend.
Me too. That's why I always end up falling in love with my friends, and it bites me in the ass.
Because there will be this moment, the moment that I knew that I'm smitten with this person, and I'm already in the friend zone. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the friend zone even before I knew I have feelings. So yeah, I easily catch it. The question
Since
was
the friend zone thing is like continuously being brought up, the reason why I don't think the friend zone is a thing is because I feel like it's the person that feels that they're in the friend zone that puts themselves in the friend zone. Because you could leave.
That makes it existing still.
It exists, but it's not necessarily. It's a self-inflicted thing. It's not necessarily a thing that it's a choice.
And I think
it's a choice to be in there.
However, I think it's always been the case. The friend zone thing will always be in your head.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's all in your head.
Yeah, it still exists.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I think you can get yourself out of the friend zone.
Yeah, that's true. You can get yourself out. It's like I'm gonna sound like an asshole by saying this. Like example, with depression, people would say that it'd be in your head, but still, it's real for you.
Yeah, it's real for you. But the thing about depression is like you can get help.
Yeah.
You can choose to get help or not.
Same with the friend zone. You could also not in the very high standard of like professional clinical help.
Yeah.
But still, you can get help from your friends.
But depression isn't self-inflicted.
That's true.
It's not a choice. I don't know. I feel like if you think you're in the friend zone, I feel like there's already automatically an imbalance there of treatment. Two people are not getting what they want. Your friend is not getting the friend that they need from you, and you're not getting the love that you need from your friend. So it's such an unfair, really sad situation to be in. So I think it's best that you kind of, like if you're the one in the friend zone, it's best that you express your feelings and then cut it clean if they don't want to be with you. And then distance yourself from them for a bit, maybe move on. I know this is all easier said than done, right? It is. Like, my God, if we could all follow this formula just like that, what a wonderful world we'd be in, right? Everyone would get what they want and things like that. But yeah, I don't know. There's a way to get out of it. That's what I'm saying. And also, Jay, how long does it take someone to catch feelings? I mean, I don't know. It depends on the person, right? I mean, for us, it takes a little while. Yeah. For some people, they catch feelings immediately, and I believe those feelings are genuine. Like, I don't believe that you can fall in love at first sight, but I know people that do.
I personally don't believe in love at first sight.
Me neither. But I know people that do.
I know people that do.
Yeah. And every time they tell me that they've fallen in love, to that I say, hey, you're the most precious thing in my life. I love you, Jay. She sent more questions there.
Is that the Jay I know also?
Yeah, it's Jennifer.
Oh yeah, hi Jay.
Hi Jay. How much belief should a person have in astrology shit? Like, how much should it influence them? Hashtag.
Personally, I follow Estelle on YouTube.
You follow Estelle?
Yeah,
I follow Stargirl. The practical.
She Jam, my sister, like watches Estelle every month for her. Her
sumasakto yun sa kanya.
Sumasakto sa kanya.
That's cool. Sa akin sumasakto si Stargirl. Yeah.
Pati yung Stargirl yan.
Oh yeah. She does the pick a card readings there, which I like so much. Anyway, how much do you believe in astrology? I don't know. I think it's fun.
It's just fun. Yeah, it's just fun. I don't base my decisions on
on astrology. I don't think like the future is set that way.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are someone that believes in astrology to that degree, listen. Who would have thought that the gay guy and the Muslim girl best buds? Oh, that's so good. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna take a drink. Do you have any first date ideas?
I'm such a romantic. I don't think you wouldn't want advice from me.
Oh, what are you
Because my
thinking?
idea.
What's your idea of like a perfect first date? I'll say mine.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, mine is like, and this is something I've said before too. I don't know if you remember. If you're like an OG subscriber, you would know. I personally feel that the best first date is a horror movie and dinner. I think that if you choose a horror movie, it gives so much reason for you to be scared because of the movie and to go, oh my god. So it encourages a lot of physical touch. A horror movie can never be boring. Even the worst of horror movies can be fun to watch. Like you can shit watch it, right? You hate watch it. And then by the time you're at dinner, you have an icebreaker immediately. So go for a horror movie and dinner. I feel like that's the best first date. Because you can talk about your fear, like things about horror movies. Oh my god, it can lead to some interesting conversations. And the moment that you become vulnerable with them, maybe later that night, you can control your hose.
My concept of first date would involve someone who I'm already friends with.
Ah, okay.
Established. So I've never had a fantasy of like asking a stranger out and then planning the perfect first date. I have never. It's always be like if I started to catch feelings or like to catch feelings with this friend, I would plan out how I would take them out on a date. Plus, on the dark side, it would be a date for me. But of course, it wouldn't be. I wouldn't
for
play
them.
for them.
Oh,
that's sad.
Fuck. No, I love it. It's the it's sad. It's the no, but it's like it's everything I write about, man.
So what I do is like
we've all been there.
I take them out for a drive.
And then
we'll just drive around the city and talk.
What do you talk about?
We'll just sit in my car, talk, maybe go through a drive-through, and then just talk about stuff. And then this would be my icebreaker. We had a threesome. If we had a, I'm gonna do it again.
I know that line. That's perfect.
Again, alright.
Okay.
So it would be a date for me, but not necessarily be a date for them. So like I'll just take them out for a drive. We'll drive around the city.
Yeah.
Maybe go to the mountaintops and go through some drive-through. Just eat in the car, talk in the car.
What do you talk about?
My icebreaker would be if we had a threesome, it would be like world peace. See? Platonic yet sexual.
Yeah, except like not platonic at all. When should someone upgrade their wardrobe? How important are looks and first impressions?
Here's the thing, I don't upgrade my wardrobe that much.
Yeah, I don't either.
But with your question about first impressions, yeah, it is important to look presentable
but not to go too far off from who you are.
And you don't need to change. You don't need new clothes. Like, how do I phrase this? You don't need to buy new clothes to look good. You can just mix and match what you have.
Like Cher from Clueless.
Yeah, you don't need. I think you're afraid to be called an outfit repeater, but personally, I don't think there's nothing wrong with being an outfit repeater.
Yeah, as long as you own.
And besides, it's a first impression.
Laundry.
That person who has that first impression on you wouldn't know that you've worn that shit before.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I bet when that person sees you in your best attire, your best self, that person would exclaim, maybe you've had enough to drink.
No offense.
No offense.
We're all adults,
here.
Yeah, we've all had enough to drink. Yeah, I think I agree with that. We get in there. with that one. The next question is, dude, how do you cut and file nails so that your You know what? Why do I've gotten this twice, this question. Things about nails. How do you cut and file nails so that your hands don't look like mutants? I get dirt under my nails all the time. What the fuck? I mean,
I'm disgusting. I'm a nail biter.
I think that if you need nail advice, this is the best advice that I can give you about your nails, okay? Fake, fake, fake. Oh, this actually, you know what? This works. Get acrylic nails. Fucking fake it up. I feel like it might work. There you go. Advice.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Because you're tight.
Time is relevant.
Relevant. To contact, oh, this is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
To contact or not contact a friend who's pushed you away.
Ooh, that's a tricky one.
That is a tricky one.
Because it depends on how badly it ended, or like how badly he pushed you away, that friend pushed you away, or like, was it his fault? Why did I say, well, keeping tama ba? Like, I'm so sensitive na, no, like,
if you're trying to PC yourself. Oh. No, it's fine. Like, just say they, them, I don't know.
Alright, so sana ako, where was I?
Sana ako, where was I? Sana me.
Like, it depends on, like, who pushed away whose fault was it, or, like, was there something terrible that happened between the two of you that this person had to push you away or something. But the most important thing that you need to consider is that, do you need that peace of mind?
Yeah, what I was gonna say is that with whomever it is that you're dealing with, if you haven't spoken to this person in a while, I think we all have a tendency to romanticize our friendships, especially if we haven't spent enough time with them, and then we think about them a lot. Right, so romanticizing friendships. I feel like sometimes if we haven't spent an amount of time with a person that we feel we're missing, we tend to only look at the good stuff, but there's a reason why this person has pushed you away, or you've pushed them away. There's a reason why you aren't speaking anymore, and I feel like it's important to evaluate that along with all of the good. You have to look at the bad as well. So it's time to sit down, take a good look at this friendship, be fair about it, think to yourself, do I really need this person in my life? You know? And if you do, like, do you say to them, I saw you on the first day of school? And also, do you also say to them, you know, like, she's not crazy, she's bipolar. Okay. Okay. None of these.
Oh, that's why.
So there you go. Do you have any advice to add?
To add to the evaluate that friendship, you evaluate it with yourself. BBF was right. You need to be fair about this relationship. And then you have to weigh in the pros and cons. Was this a toxic relationship? Was it, were you two making each other better? Because if not, like, honestly, if you really think that it's not, if that's not the case, then I think there's no need to contact this person. But if you feel that this relationship was good for you, or was good for the both of you, and you
if they're worth it.
Yeah, if they're worth it, you can actually just, like, shoot them a text message.
Yeah.
And say,
what's the best thing to say?
Isn't he handsome?
Yeah,
my handsome. Just say it. It's a good conversation starter.
I think so. You can start watching Skam. We're moving on to the next one. I don't remember if we answered this, but how to get over a crush who's in love with your best friend.
Yeah, cliche.
Thank you. How do you get... I'm glad that was caught on camera, because that's freaky.
How do you...
Stop! You stop! No, you stop! No, you stop!
Okay, you go first. So yeah, I'm not gonna say anything.
Kasi. Okay, it's like this, right? Okay. If you have a crush that is in love with your best friend, oh, that hurts.
I know, it does hurt, but at the same time, it feels that you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, exactly. Because here's the thing: does your best friend like them back?
the question pala is how do you get over the crush?
Yeah,
you can do anything. You can do something about it.
Here are some key points to like consider, right? Is your best friend?
Ulit mo yun.
I think.
Points to consider.
Here are some points to consider.
Ding.
Number 1, is your best friend also in love with your crush? Are they already working towards a relationship? That's number 2.
Ding.
That was late. Because the thing is, if they are already working towards a relationship, there's nothing you can do about that. And it's time to move on. But if they're not, then that means they're not married. Nothing's going on there.
They're not in a relationship.
They're not. It's time to dip your toes. Yeah, dip your toes in the fucking pond. Why don't you? And I feel like, the reason why this stuff is important to distinguish is because it's one of those things where details matter. I know that sometimes it can sound really immature to say things like, well, are you together? It sounds very elementary, right? Like, are we exclusive or blah, blah, blah. But it's nice to have those things out in the open for clarity. And I feel like if you were to maybe talk to them about your feelings, like let's say they aren't working towards a relationship, maybe this person likes you back. You never know. If you text them, hey, what's up? What's going on? Maybe you'll even get a response that's like, I'm not afraid. And that's good. That's a yes.
That's a yes.
That's a win.
You win.
Mm. Do you have any opinions on this?
Let's edit there.
Okay.
You win.
Okay, I have one comment in here that just says masturbate. And I'm thinking maybe it just lacks a question mark. Maybe it's not masturbate. Maybe it's not a command. Maybe it's just like pro or con. Masturbate? For or against?
For.
In the wise
There's no loving than self-loving.
I think there's something, sorry if you're religious, but I think there's something in the Bible about this, right? About masturbation.
Sorry.
I believe Jesus once said, when it came to masturbation, when it comes to masturbation, he said, "This sky is blue and I love you."
Wise words.
Wise words. Jesus himself. This is not from Skamoji. So there you go.
Thank you, Jesus.
You're welcome, Jesus. Masturbate?
Now?
It's an offer. Okay, we're done with that?
Yeah.
Alright, we're moving on.
Let's
not touch it. Oh.
Well, if you touch it, that's not masturbation.
You know what? We should have a shot.
Okay.
To not touch again. A shot of water.
Water.
Da.
Das vidanya.
Das vidanya. Da.
Das vidanya. Ooh, that's strong. Oh.
Take it like a man.
Oh. Take it like a man from behind.
No, I like to take mine from the side, always.
Just like Ariana wants us to do it.
Yeah.
Side to side.
If Ariana says so, she wants it, she got it. How to socially... Okay, next question. How to socially assert myself because I'm starting university next week and suck at talking to people?
Oh, this is a good question.
Yeah, we like that. We love that.
There's no formula to that. Yeah,
talking to people?
Talking to people. It's not an exact science. The first thing, I think, in my opinion, you need to do is find your comfort zone within yourself.
Yes.
Because if you are comfortable under your own skin, that will be step one. It would be easier to interact with other people if you're already confident within yourself.
I agree.
Alright, pro tip! If you really want to, mix it up, like the first day of school, you want to get into a study group, or just even your seatmate on the first day of class, all you need to do is tap them on the just tap them on the shoulder.
The shoulder. Tap them on the shoulder. That was lame. Get out.
So tap them on the shoulder, like so. They will turn to you and say, I swear, she and I are soulmates.
Yeah.
And boom, instant friend.
Friendship. Starts from tapping people on the shoulder. But yeah, that's solid advice. Take it. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Did you write it down?
Write it down.
You should.
Thank you.
Oh, this is interesting. Advice on how to date you.
Oh.
You know what? Let's talk about it. Like, how do you think, what's the most effective way to get into your heart and your genitals?
Mm-hmm. I feel like this question is directed mostly to you.
Yeah, but let's have it as a conversation start. Like, what is it? What's a line that really, or not even a line? What's like?
Wait, is this like my ideal of being asked out on a date or the actual first date?
Yeah, being asked out.
Oh my god, we're gonna take forever.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about like going on a date, not going into the status of dating. Okay, which is different. Two completely different things. My commitment issues are like spiraling, pulling me into a spiral right now. I mean, do we need a shot for this question?
Yes.
Okay. Do we need a shot just to stand up? Yes. Do we need a shot for this next breath? Yes.
Do you need a shot?
Yes. I believe.
Happy Peanuts, sponsor me.
Alexa, play the greatest love of all. The greatest love of all. Because you can't play more than that because copyright.
What?
You can't play more than that because of my copyright. And I need that money. So I want to get me a nice ring light. So give me that ad money. So I can buy better equipment.
2 better ring lights.
Yeah, I agree.
Whoa.
Like a man.
Like a man.
Be a
Alexa, play. I'll make a man out of you.
Let's
Let's
get down to, and then we cut it there because copyright. Okay, so there you go. Advice, like how to date you. Like what's like a good like date opener? Ask you out.
Oh,
on
I have
date.
a good answer for that. Do you know the 5 languages of love? All right, my language, my preferred language, love language, is directed to me, would always be time. Actually, it's 2. Time and then words of affirmation.
Yeah, mine's time.
I'm such an insecure bitch.
No, mine is time, 100%. Yeah, that's my number one.
Primary.
And acts of service.
Ooh,
yeah.
Acts of service is my language too.
Oh, for me, it's like receiving and giving.
Me, it's okay if I don't receive it. As long as there is time.
Yeah.
And then words of affirmation. So, if the question is how are you gonna date me, just show up. Baba the standards.
Need to be honest. Have a pulse. I'll probably say yes. Yeah, that's such a good answer. And it's true too. Yeah, that gets me. Like, if anyone gives me the time of day, this is why it's an issue for me. Like, I have crushes on people all the time because it doesn't matter to anyone. There are people that don't really think about it too much. They'll just like give you the time of day, right? Mm-hmm. But anytime anyone pays any attention to me, a bitch gets confused. Like, I start thinking about our life together.
Can you cite an example? Because I have a perfect example of like how easily you get.
Oh my god, me like getting flustered by people is like if a person. This is part of acts of service as well, which is like it's at par with time for me. If I mention offhandedly to a person that like this, Before Sunrise is one of my favorite movies of all time, right? If I mention that offhandedly to a person, and I'm not romantically interested in this person just yet, but I find them attractive, let's say, or whatever, but we're friends, nothing's going on there. Let's not get into that. So, if I mention it offhandedly, and then the next day, they come to me and they say that, even without me prompting them to watch it, they come to me and tell me that they've seen it, I will take that completely I will blow that out of the water. In my head, I'll think, oh my god, they took the time to download the movie, look it up, make sure that it was the one I was talking about. They sat through it. I don't know if you've ever seen Before Sunrise. It's a beautiful movie. But every Richard Linklater movie is kind of just like a beginning and an end, right? Which doesn't fit everyone's taste. So if someone comes to me and tells me that they like a movie that I like, and it's something like that movie, I lose my goddamn mind. In my head, I'm thinking all sorts of things. Like, they took the time to actually watch it. But the thing is, on the opposite end of that, there's this person who just thought to watch it for no reason whatsoever.
Just because you mentioned it to them once.
Yeah. But in my head, I'm thinking, oh, I just mentioned it once, but they remembered it. That's where the misconception comes from. And that's why it's hard to have, like, those two as your main love languages, because I put so much meaning.
Mine is it's kind of pathetic in a way, but bear with me for a second. Mine would be just like, if someone just likes to hang out with me, like, consistently.
Oh, yeah. No, I know. I get attached to people that are texting me every day. Yeah.
Like, just wants to, like, I can see that they want to be with me.
Yeah.
Like, even if we're just nothing, just sit in a cafe and talk.
Oh my god, yeah.
And that will be, and that would turn out to be a regular thing.
Yeah.
I would most probably have a huge crush on that person.
Yeah. I don't know if I would have a crush, but I would definitely be attached. I would be attached to them.
That's true. Yeah, okay. Let's differentiate attached and crush, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I completely understand that. 100%.
But I really do feel this question was directed to you. So my advice, as the best friend, the way to my BBF's heart.
Ah, good one. Alright.
Simple.
Simple.
Just whisper in her ear.
Aha. Yeah.
Seductively.
It's important.
Hey, dude.
Son of Nick. I hate how accurate that is. That's so stupidly accurate. I hate that. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, it's that easy. Next question. Should I talk 24/7 to a guy who's got a girlfriend?
Ooh.
Ooh, this is good. Okay. I have a lot. Let me.
I am such an asshole answer.
Wait. Let me jump in, because I'm confused. No, I'm not. Let me jump in because I have a lot of experience with this stuff. Some ugly, some kind of boring, and some just like weird, right? I have a lot of guy friends, and most of them are straight. I have a lot of like straight guy friends, and most of them have girlfriends. Yeah. Most of them have girlfriends or like someone that they're interested in, and there have been times when it's become an issue, right? And a lot of those times, I don't understand it. I mean, I understand it from a very petty perspective, but I don't understand it from a logical one. Because if I had a partner and I trusted them completely, it doesn't fucking matter to me who you're talking to. It shouldn't, because I trust you, and you're your own person, and you should be allowed to talk to whomever you please.
Exactly.
But the thing, so that's my answer to this, which maybe sounds like a non-answer. If you have any ill intent, though, of like trying to steal
that's
someone,
a different story.
That's a different story. Yeah, but if it's just friends of this guy telling you that it seems a little inappropriate that you guys are like hanging out all the time when like he has a girlfriend, that's also different because that's their perspective. If you know in your heart of hearts that there's nothing going on, then it should be fine. So the next time someone criticizes you about hanging out with someone with a girlfriend or someone that has a partner, even when you know you're not doing anything wrong, just push them against the wall so that you grab their attention and say, hey, you ate what? Dick? That's literally what it says. Scum, you are amazing. This is magic.
And I have nothing to add. That was the perfect.
I don't know if I'm bi or just a lesbian with compulsory heterosexual tendencies. I want to die either way. You're probably a lesbian. BBF, would you like to try
to sabay yun.
Ano sabay yun?
Probably a lesbian.
Yeah, we kind of said that at the same time.
This is another tricky one, because by definition of bi, if you're having sexual relations with both men and women,
or you're attracted to both,
then you're bi. You can't just say you're a lesbian and have heterosexual tendencies. Did she say heterosexual tendencies?
Yeah, compulsory heterosexual tendencies.
Yeah, you can say you're a lesbian and you have compulsive heterosexual tendencies. Babe, you're bi.
Babe, you're bi, and it's fine.
It's fine.
I wish someone told me that too when I was younger, because for the longest time I would always identify as gay because bisexual just never sat right with me. It always held like a weird negative connotation with it, especially here in the Philippines.
Yeah, even me. I had this notion. I've told her this before. That I had this notion before that there would always be one, like male or female. There would always be one that would stand out.
Yeah.
And that would be your sexuality. Now I understand that you can have sexual relations or an attraction to both sex.
Yeah, and also, like, you can't really choose.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, sometimes it just happens. You don't choose who you fall in love with.
True.
Whether that be a man, a woman. If we could choose who we could fall in love with, what an easy life that would be for all of us.
You know what's easier?
Yeah.
Them choosing us.
That's true. Choose me.
Love me.
Love me.
Choose me.
What movie is that from?
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy. Okay, we're gonna overlay
Love
it.
Me.
Love me.
That's Married to Go. That's, I think, season 1.
Oh, do we have a scum line for them? Right.
We're getting into this advice.
Mm-hmm. Wait, let me get into the question. Okay, so you're bi, you should just accept it. The next time that you are faced with this dilemma and you want to question your sexuality, don't know what to label yourself, sit yourself down.
Look in the mirror.
Breathe, look in the mirror, okay? And tell yourself.
Affirm yourself.
Affirm yourself. I know some boring gays. So my best friend is this guy I met right before college. And then we went to the same college, and now it's been 4 years, and he's honestly one of my favorite people. But my new roommate is so freaking flirty with him, and it annoys me so much to the point where I either want to just yell at her or just walk away. Before you say, I'm in love with him, I will admit, he is a great guy, and I've thought about it. But honestly, I do not see any future like that with him. I don't know what I'm even asking for, but yeah.
You're probably in love with him. Obvi. By the words of Chanel Oberlin.
By the words of Chanel Oberlin. Magandang umaga, mga puta.
If you're that annoyed.
Why
would you be that annoyed? It's
why
just
are you that annoyed?
Why are you annoyed?
Bruh.
No shade. No shade.
No shade, no tea, no shade.
Because we have been best friends for like what? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years now?
Did you just want to show off that you can count or something?
I can count more than 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we never had an issue of like, if someone is flirting with me or like someone's flirting with her.
Yeah.
Because we genuinely don't have like
romantic attraction.
But we have to admit, we are soulmates.
We're soulmates. We're very we have all of the elements of a romantic relationship. Except for sexual.
For the sex.
Yeah, except for the sex. But everything that comprises of a romantic relationship, we've got it.
We will have our very own sexless marriage.
Yeah, and we're ready for it.
We're ready for it.
Are you?
Are you? With your best friend?
Yeah. Here's one of my ultimate tests for, this is what I use mentally for myself in order to distinguish if I am over someone. And I guess I'm going to apply it now because I think maybe it'll also work for people that are questioning whether they have strong feelings for another person or not. So here's what it is, right? It is, can you picture yourself standing next to this person, in this case, your best friend, at their wedding with another person and say that you are genuinely happy for them? That they're getting married to another person.
I use that.
Yeah. I feel like it's a good, like, immediate yes or no. So there you go. And whatever your answer is, listen, I trust you and I know that I like surprising people. Boo. Okay, so we got one that says, I just knocked into my ex's house at 2 a.m. drunk and trying to get him back. Limau. Limau cry face smiley. Oh God, we are hours too late for this. You should have sent it before you went your ex. Light suggestion for you, maybe. But so you've done it. First of all, follow up. Contact me again on Instagram. You know where to find me. Let me know how it went. I'm gonna judge from the lamao sad face na may hinagpis, bitch.
But I have to admit, dude, you're a mood.
You are such a mood. We get you.
Get you.
I've been there, sure.
There.
Not 2 a.m., not knocking at their door, but just
I'm
like...
not knocking at the door, but maybe 2 a.m.
Yeah, every 2 a.m. Yeah, 2 a.m. is like, what did they say in How I Met Your Mother? 2 a.m. is the time when...
I haven't watched How I Met Your Mother.
That's fine. I'm not even mad. Like, How I Met Your Mother's okay. Unpopular opinion. Okay, listen. Next time that you think that this is a good idea, maybe calm down a bit before you repeat this action and think to yourself, Cardamome.
Bad advice.
It's so good though. Just think Cardamome, and then I feel like it'll work out for you. Next question. Why is being a bad person so much fun? I feel like we should start with a scum line for this.
Yes.
Why? Why is it so much fun?
Simple.
The answer is simple, girl. The answer is simple. Not necessarily a girl. No, I can connect it because just because you're a girl doesn't mean that you're a bad girl. Or that you're a dirty girl. Sometimes you're just like a girl, and
you know what? Girls just want to have fun.
We have one more on Insta. It's another flirty question.
Uh-huh.
How do I be flirty? Oh, this is cute. How do I be flirty but stealthy around my crush? I got a hint that I like her, but it can't be obvious.
Why? You have to be obvious. That's the purpose of flirting.
To be obvious?
Yeah.
I feel like you want to get in their head, though.
That's true. The mind games are fun.
The mind games are fun. Like, there are times when I'd say that I hate the game. I'm never going to play the game again. Like, it's the worst part of dating. But then when you're in the game and you're winning,
yeah,
it's kind of fun.
It's just like every other sport.
Yeah, true. What do you think? What do you think about being flirty but stealthy? Which I'm going to use from now on.
Flirty but stealthy.
Yeah, flirty but stealthy. How are we feeling about that?
I'm going to use that. I'm going to be 30 this year. 30, flirty, and stealthy.
I love that for you.
Why are these people asking us these questions?
Yeah, people are trying to flirt, man. Like, everyone's just trying to flirt. How do I be flirty but stealthy?
Flirty but stealthy.
I feel like we've covered this, no?
Yeah, I think so. Like, the pat in the arm.
Yeah.
Or the stroke.
Yeah, the little strokes.
The high-key, low-key flirt? Yeah.
The high-key, low-key flirting, yeah. Keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind.
And, you know what? If you want to be flirty but stealthy, one of the best ways to do that is to just write them a little note, slip it into their cleavage.
Yeah, stealthy.
Be real stealthy. You think you stealthy, bitch?
If you could accomplish that,
yeah,
without that person noticing that you've slipped a note.
Oh my god, you should be stealing. You should be pickpocketing watches,
you
bro.
don't need to ask that advice anymore.
No, you should be asking. You should be like getting paid for this service. That's awesome.
You would lead a TED Talk.
You would lead a TED Talk.
Stealthy flirt.
And the best advice, I mean, the best note that you could leave in someone's cleavage, I feel like, is something that says, maybe you've talked enough, Lucille. Yeah!
It would
Stop
always
talking.
work on Lucille.
Yeah, Lucille. Stop talking. Start moving. Okay. How can you prevent burnout from work?
That's easy. Hang out with friends.
Hang out with
Do
friends.
some activities that are not work related. Even if it's with your workmates. If you're friends with your workmates, do something
non-work related.
And here's my rule always with hanging out with workmates. If you're gonna hang out outside of work,
We
no
can't
shop
talk
talk.
about work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It automatically becomes Fight Club.
You know what topic?
Oh!
That's good
I'm sure you have a great topic.
for workmates.
Uh-huh.
Just ask them.
Uh-huh.
Set the topic. Set the mood.
Yeah.
Yellow curtains.
Yeah. Not green. Not
yeah,
blue.
Not blue.
Yellow.
Color of sunshine and happiness.
So there you go. I have nothing to add to that. That's Brill. The end. Next, Dear Noah, I am a clinically depressed young man with severe self-esteem issues, a prickly personality, and the desire to nullify all of reality. Mood. Recently, I have been weighing the repercussions of two choices and have come to an impasse where there should be a fork in the road. I can't seem to come to a conclusion with which I know I would be most satisfied. So I have to ask, should I get fried chicken from Should I get fried chicken from Mini Stop
Caught me off guard.
or pizza from SNR for dinner tonight? I'm sure you have an opinion.
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken? Why? Why fried chicken
Good question.
over pizza?
Fried chicken over pizza. Simply because. Minute for minute. Yeah.
Yeah, because pizza takes
30 minutes. So
30
it's free.
minutes, so it's free. Because of the minute. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes
minute.
sense. Minute
Yeah.
for minute.
Chicken minute for minute is better than pizza.
Minute for minute.
There,
So
I said that.
you said it! On Pop's opinions.
On pops up pins.
On
Yep.
On Pop's
On
opinions.
pops up pins.
Meh. That's what we do here at this channel. We're not afraid to give it to you straight. Or gay.
Okay. Whichever floats your Coke.
Mm.
Or your root beer in your
Or your
country.
root beer, yeah. In your
Or root
country,
beer in your
whatever
country,
you're
whatever.
into. Alright, so we have a voice recording entry.
Ooh, fancy.
Love me a voice recording. Send me voice recordings, you guys. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. Just nothing creepy, though. Or maybe sometimes. I don't know. Oh, that gets me hard. Okay.
That's what she said.
That is what she said. For this person sent like 3 different questions for us. We're gonna keep them anonymous, but they are a friend of mine. Okay, let's start. I think the first question is for me, they said.
Can you, like, demonstrate how to lick a vagina properly with, like,
Demonstrate.
a fruit or
Demonstrate.
something? Is that possible on YouTube? Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. What do you mean? Like, hold on, let me listen.
Can you, like, demonstrate how to lick a vagina properly with, like, I don't know, a fruit or something? Is that
With a fruit.
Hold on. Vagina. Including the internal part.
Hold on. First of all, why do you sound like you're in bed still or in a bathtub? Listen, I like both of those images, but why? Second of all, a fruit? Baby, I've spread your legs.
What have I gotten myself into?
Ah, you fruit. Listen, I'm not gonna do that for a lot of reasons. Monetization, I don't want to blind you. So many reasons not to do that.
So little time.
And so little time for me to just like out of here. But how to properly lick a vagina?
Something's burning.
But the best advice I can give you when it comes to licking vagina, yeah, I guess we're going there, is to just be enthusiastic about it. No matter how little experience you have beforehand, trust me, there's nothing that can get a girl off more than you looking like you are so into it. Whatever you lack in experience, babe, you can make up for in enthusiasm. Like, it works. And I bet you anything, the moment you get this girl off, she's gonna be so thankful that she's gonna say, sounds easy. And that's what you want to hear. Advice on licking vagina. Alright, we got one for you.
I have no idea how to lick a vagina.
You don't say.
So, if it's my first time for anal sex, how do I properly prep for that? Thanks.
You pray. Because that's the only sex that God can see. Oh my God, that was embarrassing.
Oh, that's so funny. You pray. practical, beautiful advice. You pray.
No, on a serious note, alright.
On a serious note, you pray.
Clearly you're a woman. Why would you? Oh, you wanna.
She wants to try
You
it.
want to try it? No. Seriously, even with the guys that you're watching this, like, if some of you are, like, wanting to try anal, but, like, are afraid because of all the news about things.
Yeah,
you've
you know how
heard,
TV
like,
Patrol really covers that anal.
Yeah, like CNN. Yeah, the best thing I think, in my opinion, well, personally, is that you have to be mentally prepared. Being a bottom is a lifestyle. Did I just out myself as a bottom?
I think the moment we hit record and you sat there with your you
We'll be
outed yourself
sorry.
as a bot.
Well, we studied what a mystery.
What mystery? This is the easiest mystery I've ever cracked. Cracked. Because asshole? Never mind. Forget that. I tried. Oh, God.
My God.
Gandang umaga, mga puta. What's the best,
Oh, no.
what's the best thing to say to a person that admits that they've never tried anal? So that you can relax them.
Oh, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you really want to try it,
Yeah.
like, you just, as a personal preparation,
Oh, that's perfect. There's just one left for...
to
Oh, there's two more.
prepare yourself for anal, my dudes.
Yeah.
Take a deep breath. Again, to prepare for anal, my dudes, just take a deep breath. You are not alone.
Oh, no, you just ruined that scene forever. Enjoy that image.
That's anal preparation for you.
The best anal prep that you can ever get.
Yes. Tell yourself that you are not alone.
Dueri kailan. Okay, I think this last one is also for you.
What? You sent me 2 questions.
I'm not sure.
For BBF.
Ooh, that's me.
If I like a guy and I feel like I'm being friend zoned,
Oh, we're doing the friend zone again.
how do I get out of that and what do I do?
Buy supplies, because you're going to be in it for a long time.
What kind of suppliers are we talking about here?
You know, like canned goods. Canned goods, freshwater supply.
Love me some of that fresh water supply.
Because I tell you, you have got to be like in a nuclear bunker to withstand the friend zone. Being in a friend zone is no walk in the park.
So
But
walk
yeah,
with
if
a
you
friend.
want to get out of the friend zone, just get out of it. Just walk out of it.
Just walk
Admit
out of
to
it.
yourself that it is not healthy for you. Although that will be the most difficult thing you'll ever do.
Absolutely.
But yeah, once you grasp that idea, it will be the most liberating feeling of all time.
I mean,
you
yeah.
would just thank the Lord and tell him, I'm so hangover from the weekend, even when it's Wednesday.
There it is. There it is.